Welcome back to another hotel review. I'm your hotel critic, Caleb Kent, vlogger, actor, content creator, host of the Caleb Kent podcast, and travel enthusiast. And in today's video, I will be reviewing Disney's All-Star Sports Resort. I got to stay at this property this first half of February, and here are my thoughts. Before we get started though, here are some fun facts about the property. It has 1,920 rooms. It's part of one large resort called Disney's All-Star Resort, accompanies the rooms in buildings designed like a motel, and is surprisingly affordable. The theme of the property is quite obviously sports. It's hard to miss that fact due to all the decorations and structures around the resort. There are 5 areas around the property representing various types of sports, which are surfboarding, basketball, tennis, football, and baseball. You can't miss the attributes to sports, from the football structure around the stairs to the buildings, to the fields that correlate to each sport-themed section of the property. And I have to say, this is actually all nicely well done in my opinion. Despite the fact that it's on the low end of the Disney World resort properties in terms of quality and price, I think it actually has very decent quality. It's not as good as the other properties on the higher end of value, but this place has value. When you make your way to the lobby to check in, you'll spot drawings of Mickey and the gang doing various types of sports behind the concierge desks. The rest of the lobby area is basically just stars, but All-Star is in the name, so I'll give the lobby a break. But if you won't, don't worry. The hallway portion of the lobby that leads to the room buildings has a Hall of Fame, displaying pictures of famous athletes and awards which are given to such. There's also an arcade, by the way. When you make your way out, you immediately feel the sports atmosphere around you with this huge star and the casual objects of surfboards. But seriously, everywhere you turn, you see equipment and projectiles that are used in each sport represented here. And the design of it all looks really good. I think what adds to it is the vibrant color patterns, but I feel like the trees and bushes really add to how amazing it all looks. There are 2 pools here, the main one being in the surfboarding area, which especially looks good, and the baseball one, which has Goofy in the center throwing a baseball. Because why not? Overall, this place just looks good from the get-go. And the staff around here are very friendly and sometimes say hi to you when walking by. And I just want to give a shout out to one of the employees here. His name was Gina, and he told me about the property, how he's worked here for 8 years, and made sure I felt welcome. Great hiring decision here, Disney. It just looks good everywhere around here. Sure, it's not the maximum Disney standard, but it really does look good, especially at nighttime. The baseball and football areas are lit up like a nighttime game, and it looks sick. It actually brought back memories of the nighttime game and activity festivals that were held in my elementary school when I was a kid. But as good as I think it looks here, it sure doesn't have a lot to offer dining-wise. All they have is End Zone Food Court, which is your standard Disney World property mobile order restaurant. But it does have pictures of Mickey and the gang participating in sport activities, and then there's a pool bar called Grandstand Spirits. And then that's it. So if you stay here and want higher quality dining experiences, a good option is to go over to Disney Springs for that. The resort is located next to Disney's Blizzard Beach and in the middle of Disney's Hollywood Studios and Disney's Animal Kingdom. Just like all the other Disney World properties, the resort has bus transportation to take you to the theme parks and Disney Springs. Now, unfortunately, as great as the exterior looks, the same cannot really be said about the rooms. The rooms are pretty average for a Disney World property. It's certainly not ugly, but other than projectiles and sports and Huey, Dewey, and Louie playing soccer, there isn't anything that brings the sports theme to your room. To be fair, this resort is pretty affordable, so it's not a big deal that there's not a lot of Disney touches in the room. But I think it should have at least a few obvious nods to sports, such as a picture of Donald raging at tennis, or sport projectiles in the window curtain, or even a light that resembles a basketball or something. While I feel like there could have been more theming done with the rooms, I'm just thankful that they are clean, look adequate, and have what you need to look for the night necessities, the simple night necessities. Sorry, that was cringe. But I think you get the point. Also, the room defaults to just a queen bed, but the table in the room also doubles as a bed you can pull down for 2 more people to sleep on. Okay, I just want to stop here and just say, this is thick. Most of the other pull-out beds that I've seen so far at the hotels here at Disney have been like thin. Don't get me wrong, they're still comfortable, but they've been thin. This right here, oh no. This thing's just as thick as this, if not similar around that. But yeah, not a bad room. As far as cons go, it is just something minor, and it's that the thermostat in the room is in an awkward place thanks to where the mini food stand is placed. You can still press the buttons, but it's difficult to see the screen and press the buttons simultaneously. But that's it. There wasn't anything else legitimately negative that I found my very critical critic skills. See what I did there? I was genuinely surprised I liked this place more than I initially thought. And the reason being is because 2 months prior, I stayed at the All-Star Music, and it's the same as this property, but substitute the sports theme for a music theme. I feel like the music aspect just didn't go as well with the architect design used for this resort. But that resort does have family suites you can book, so that's a good option if you have a larger party but a smaller budget. If you'd like to check out my thoughts on that place and their family suite rooms, click here on the top right corner or the first link in the description. Anyway, this place was exceptionally neat, and I'm glad I enjoyed myself here. In conclusion, if you are looking for a Disney World resort property that's affordable but also has good value for what you pay for, or if you are a huge fan of sports, then I highly recommend this place. But if you want something more luxurious and an overall higher quality Disney experience, then I'd say choose a different property to book. But overall, I really like this place, and I say this as someone who isn't particularly interested in sports. Sure, the way it's designed may be a bit off-putting or even tacky to some, but I found it cool and the whole experience was a bang for your buck. I still have more properties to check off staying here at Disney World, but while I don't think I'll ever come back, it is lower end after all. I will not complain at all if I ever do come back. See, I'm not that bad of a critic.
Are you absolutely sure about that?
After everything I've said, Disney's All-Star Sports Resort gets a final score of 87 out of 100. Thank you for watching this hotel review, and I will see you in the next video. Over and out, on to the outro. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to go check out some other videos that I have made, you're just one click on the channel icon away from doing so. If you want to find me on social media, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. They're listed right up. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you wish to do so. And if you are or will be a returning viewer, I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing day.